Welcome to Just Minding My Business Media. I am happy that you joined us today, and I am so grateful to bring to you Jay Sapovits, who is a resilient and visionary entrepreneur whose career is defined by an uncanny ability to turn challenges into opportunities. At 18, he made a bold cross country move to attend UNLV, setting the stage for a lifetime of unconventional, trailblazing decisions. With a natural talent for connecting with people and a relentless drive, Jay has repeatedly reinvented himself, embracing each new adventure with creativity, adaptability, and determination. Welcome, Jay.
Well, I didn't say it like that. It makes me want to meet the guy.
Yes. So,
Unfortunately, I lived all that. And, you know, it's funny looking back at it because it's like, when I look back at it, it doesn't seem as painful as it really was. But, that was a rocky road. And there were a lot of ups and downs and twists and turns and entrepreneurship and being a founder or being on a founding team is a super curvy journey. And yeah, I mean, for me, it was just keep going. And, as long as I didn't stop, I figured I wasn't going to get caught. And I haven't.
yeah, and that's a wonderful thing because we know it is not a straight line
Mm.
at all. And if anybody ever tell you that, they lying.
Yeah, for sure.
Straight up. So your company inked.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how that came about.
Yeah. I had reconnected with a business partner of mine from Marquis Jet in the private jet world. I had gone my separate way and had one of my less successful ventures. He was starting an idea in the fitness space. I was to the age where I was, wanting to show my kids good fitness and health habits. So he asked me to come be the CEO of that company and really try to, be part of the startup team and get it off the ground. And I did. Unfortunately, it wasn't a successful company. But there's a cardinal rule of companies that as long as you don't run out of money, you still have a chance. And while we were still in the game, I pivoted that business into Inked. And it really was born out of the understanding and knowledge of how to decorate very difficult products, fitness equipment, a lot of plastics, PVC foam, things like that. Um, and then I just said, if we could decorate the hard things, why don't we decorate the easy things that people want to buy, like t-shirts and hoodies and hats? And, I'm a big proponent. Early in my career, I'll tell you one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. Early in my career, I used to think that the idea mattered. And I'm going to share with you, the idea doesn't matter. You could have the best idea in the world and the worst execution, or you could have the most mundane idea in the world and the best execution. And I'll take the person who has the most mundane idea in the world and the best execution 10 out of 10 times. And there's, a lot of times we don't really associate what we see with our eyes as facts. We allow those things that we know to be true to slip by us without any real depth of thought surrounding them. For example, the pizza shop, right? I don't know about you, but from where I'm sitting right now, have 10, maybe 15 pizza shops inside of a 3 mile radius. I can go to my phone, type in pizza near me, 15 different shops are going to come up. Lived in the same house for 23 years. None of them have ever gone out of business. Not one. None. Zero. They're all in business. Now, some are more successful than others, right? Sure, if you looked at the revenue, you'd see that. Uh, some have expanded into other towns. Some are part of national chains. Why? There's enough demand and there's differentiation in how they operate. So to me, especially in the promotional marketing space, I'm in the pizza business. It's all about what's our special, sauce, right? What's our what do we add to it? So I switched my thinking from the big idea to the best execution. And that's been the revolutionary change in my business life. And it's a lot, it's made me a lot happier.
Yes. So tell us what ink is.
We're a promotional marketing firm, right? We decorate anything with everything or everything with any. Um, our core offering is that we build, host, manage, and fulfill on demand company merch and swag stores. And we're a risk free solution in that we don't charge you to build, host, manage, or fulfill those stores. So if you have a company and you want to have your logo on items, we could do that for you. And we don't charge you to host an online store to have that. Very important, right? Because there's a lot of companies that do that, but they charge you minimums. You have to guarantee them a certain amount of revenue. We don't. And then we also have all forms of kitting and welcome boxes and drop ship programs, and then do bulk orders. One of our other differentiation points on it is that we do the work in house. We control the quality, we control the timing. We actually embroider and sew right in our warehouse, and we also warehouse on behalf of our clients at no charge. So we have a lot of different ways that we can work with folks, but it's all about getting your logo, right? Or in this case, our logo in this case, onto the right products that move the needle for your company or organization. And that's in a nutshell what we do.
Oh, okay. Wow, you definitely got my thinking cap on now. So, so do we like say I wanted to do t-shirts? Do you supply the t-shirts? I just give you the logo.
Yeah, start to finish, ideation, creation, art, production, the whole thing. We're a full service company that and that yeah, that's where we
Oh,
that's where we finish.
okay, okay, that sounds awesome. So let me think how now if a business wanted this type of thing and they wanted to how would they promote it? What would be the best execution? Let's put it that way to promote that. What are some different ways you could do that?
What are different ways that I promote my company services, or what are different things that companies put their logo on?
Okay, we can go there too. Okay,
Well, which were you asking? I'm trying to
so
clarify.
what I'm trying to think about is if I wanted to have you guys create a t-shirt for me,
Yeah.
okay? Because I'm looking at trying to create a product, but at be able to use it as a promotional to build the business. So do you help with promotions?
I mean, that's the core of our business. Yeah.
Okay, so you would help me sit
Yeah,
down
for sure.
and
So where everything really starts with your it starts with it's like advertising. It
Mhm.
starts with your end in mind. What are you trying to accomplish? Right? So once we know what you're trying to accomplish, are you trying to get more listeners? Are you trying to reward listeners? Are you trying to reward sponsors? Are you trying to attract sponsors? Are you, you know, that's where are you trying to promote locally? Are you doing it nationally? That's where the conversation starts. What are you trying to accomplish? Tell me what you're trying to accomplish. Once we know what you're trying to do, then we can start. Okay, who are the most likely listeners of this podcast? What are their attributes? What are they like? Right? Then we can narrow in on what they might like to receive, what might benefit you to produce that you could use in your promotions? Are you going to a conference? If not, how are you going to distribute them? Is it going to be mail? What's that going to look like? Is it going to be in person? What's that going to look like? So, you know, a lot of there's a lot of variables that need to be thought of as it
Okay.
relates to the actual mechanism of using physical goods. That's what promotional materials are. Physical goods to help you achieve your goals.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. So what type of products do you have?
Oh,
Do
endless. Endless. I mean, it's easier to talk in terms of categories, right? So you've got apparel, you've got all sorts of brands, most brands that you can think of: Patagonia, North Face, Columbia, Nike, Peter Millar, and then, hundreds and hundreds. Office items, coffee mugs, for example. It's a perfect, but there's hundreds of different styles of coffee mugs, hundreds of, how many ounces? What's the shape? What's the color? What are the attributes? Is it metal? Is it ceramic? Is it aluminum? Does it have a cover? Does it not have a cover? So, is it insulated? Does it have walls? One wall, two walls? Then there's technology. Do you want Bluetooth technology? Do you want a speaker? Do you want power banks, portable power? Do you want, so there's really, it's, then you have to, not even bringing up bags. And now you've got backpacks and duffels and totes. You've got inexpensive, cheapo convention totes. Then you've got sling bags and higher quality totes that people want to keep. Then you've got recycled. So categories, products, price points. There's so many different elements that we could go through that you need to narrow in on to choose the right offering that you want your brand represented by. I mean, just today, we're a promotional company, so believe it or not, people send us stuff too. I got a box of fudge. So, holiday season, a lot of people send candy. A lot of people send cakes, food gifts, popcorn, right? All items that can be branded. Okay. So if it exists in 2025, guys like me can get a logo on it to help you promote your brand.
All righty, man. I'm loving what I'm hearing. Definitely. Definitely. So do you drop ship?
That's yes.
Okay.
Endlessly. I think we had 2,500 packages go out of our shop today.
Wow. So you pretty much handle the whole thing.
We handle it from beginning to end for sure. All you need to do is, choose the product once we ideate what that's going to be and pay the bill.
Okay. Okay. It's cut and dry. Yes. Yes.
If you could pay the bill, we can do the fill.
I like that. Wow. So, I mean, you talked about how you got here, and I'm just in my mind right now thinking for my company, because I mean, people like things, people like gifts. I know I've got plenty of tote bags around here from different conventions I've gone to and companies I've worked for, all of that. So it is definitely something that you can definitely use in your business. So for smaller companies, let's talk a little bit about those.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times, if it's your first time embarking on this, you really don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Let's put it that way.
That's why you consult an expert. That's why you pick up the phone and talk to me, or find somebody that you trust and explain what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay. So
Right? How many people are you trying? How many people and how much can you spend? That's where you start. And then what are you trying to accomplish? Like, what is the goal? If you spend X amount of dollars, what do you want to happen? Answer that question. Just answer that question. I want to retain my clients. I want to grow my business with that client. I want to say thank you to that client. Tell me what outcome you want. And then we can work backwards given your budget. And look, sometimes the answer is there is no answer. I can't help, right? If you told me that, you have 15 people and you've got a $12 budget per person, like, go to Etsy. I mean, I can't help you. So, it's got to be substantive enough um, to have that engagement from both of our perspectives, right? But uh, yeah, I mean, you might get an idea or two out of me, but it's not something that we would produce. It's just too small. But I'm always willing to help, and there's always a way to get something done.
Yes, yes, it is. My mother used to always says more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, I mean, it's look. A lot of this is a lot of this comes down to really just being thoughtful and listening, right? So I'm known inside my family as a really good gift giver, and I never have asked anybody inside my family what they want for the holiday season. But they all have the presents under the tree, and they can't wait to open Dad's gifts because they know over the course of 12 months that I've listened. And they might have said something in March or April or May, but I've taken note of that or their character or personality over the course of the year and an observation. There's so many tools now, like for you to know the people that you do business with, that it doesn't always have to be expensive. I mean, I know that's what my business is. Obviously, it's to deal with a lot, larger companies that do want to spend or have budgets to spend on branded promotional goods. But especially for small companies, a lot of times it's just thought, and you you can make a dollar stretch. And I'm not opposed to helping you make a dollar stretch. I'll give you a perfect example. Talk about t-shirts. Okay. T-shirts is a very good giveaway at an event, right? Because people like them and they want them, right? You've been to uh, sporting events where they fire the t-shirt cannon and like people go nuts just for a t-shirt. So the difference in cost between a great quality t-shirt and a mediocre quality t-shirt's $1, maybe two. If you're going to do 25, 50 t-shirts, it's $100. So I might tell you it's $10 and you might say, okay, that's $500, 50 t-shirts, $10, $500. But you could go one level up and it's $12. Oh, $12 is too much to spend on a t-shirt. It's $100 for something people are going to either wear or not wear. Is it worth to you, right? That 10 becomes zero if they don't wear it, Ida. So the cost isn't $100. The cost is $500. So the way you think about quality, right? The way you think about nice things, like I've always said, buy nice or buy twice.
True.
Right? People want brands. People want quality items. There's ways to trick the system. I'm a big proponent in one color prints, single color prints over using multiple colors, right? Your logo's got the globe on it. Forget it. Don't print it. It's not worth it. It's going to cost you too much. It's too many colors. Mm-hmm. You're going to end up printing something people don't have affinity for. No offense, but you like your logo. Your logo's not real. It's not Coke. You know what I mean? It's not a global brand, right? And by the way, how many colors are in the Coca-Cola logo?
Yeah, true.
So if Coca-Cola can print in one color, if Budweiser can print in just red, right? If Geico can print in just blue, if Allstate can print in just blue, if the companies that are in this world are printing in one color, Joe Small Business can too. And you're going to save a lot of money, reinvest that money back into the quality of the material. People wear shirts and products for two reasons: content and quality. If you skimp on either one of them, you're going to end up in the bottom of a drawer, and your effective cost on that piece is going to be whatever you paid for it, and you will get no value or impressions from it.
Absolutely. So Jay, if companies want to work with you, how do they connect?
Yeah, super easy to get a hold of. JAY at inked, INKD, stores.com, inkedstores.com. I also post on LinkedIn every day, more pearls of wisdom like I've shared with you, Ida.
Okay.
Sometimes. No, but I will say this. My LinkedIn is, as I would hope you'd find that I'm I mean, none of this has been rehearsed. I'm an authentic guy. When you talk, I talk. That's the way I operate my life. I write all my posts myself. So everything you read comes out of my mind and pen, better or worse. I like to think better most of the time. And yeah, it's definitely easy to get a hold of me on LinkedIn, Jay Sapovits. I don't think there's that many more Sapovitses out there in the world. So very easy to track down. And then obviously my website is INKDSTORES inkstores.com.
Yes, yes. So let me ask you a little bit about your customer base. Um, I'm sure you're international. I mean, I just like to know uh your biggest areas in terms of your customer base.
Oh, it's definitely US.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely the US.
Okay. Okay. Yes, indeed. Because I know I love t-shirts. I just got a nice sweatshirt, and I like what you talked about with the quality because I kind of like save that particular sweatshirt when I'm going somewhere because the quality is good.
Yeah.
So I like when you spoke about that because quality does matter. If you're just going to be working in the yard, then anything will do. But when you are out and about, you want quality.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's quality. Yeah. Yes, agreed.
Yes, yes, indeed. So the difference, the $2 difference that you talked about is a drop in the bucket if you want people to be advertising your brand in their spaces. For sure. Wow. I'm just so thinking about everything that you talked about, and it has been amazing. I never talked to somebody that actually does does this type of work. Of course, I get emails all the time from this company and that company, with T-shirts and all of that kind of stuff, but not in such a large array of things that you can do. So I really appreciate you taking time out to definitely share your company. And I am definitely looking forward to because I went on your website and I was very impressed with the different categories of items that you work with.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so it was really I was like, oh, okay, I could play on here.
All right, get back to work, Ida.
Yeah.
Guys, get back to work.
Yes, yeah. So it's definitely so ladies and gentlemen, you definitely want to reach out because Jay covers it all. Check out the website. You will be scrolling, just so you know, plenty to see. And eh, I'm just glad we met. I'm really,
Yeah,
really
likewise.
glad
Always happy to meet a fellow Pennsylvanian. Now,
we
are
met.
you an Eagles fan?
I'm not into sports that way.
Okay.
Now, if it's like the main event kind of thing, I might watch, but I'm not really a sports person.
Yeah, okay. I understand. It's all
Yeah,
right.
indeed. So, Jay, I really appreciate you stopping by.
Spare you a lot of agony being not a Philadelphia sports fan, by the way.
And
You probably live longer on your gravestone. It'll say Ida lived long because she wasn't a fan of the Eagles and Phillies. Didn't have to worry about Joel Embiid's craziness. Yeah. You should just thank you. I'm not sure if I happen to be a religious person. You should thank God for that. He's definitely blessed you by not cursing you. I unfortunately have been cursed by my father and have been given that affiliation. So I am in a constant state of craziness.
yes, I never get invited to Super Bowl parties. And when I do win, like, you know how they have the little pools, I actually won twice, and everybody was so mad at me.
Yeah, that's how it works, Ida. That's how it works.
Okay, Jay, thank you so much. I
All right.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we'll talk soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.